Coming up on this edition of Bearkat Student Media News, it's official, a home fit for a president. We take you to the new digs of SHSU's leader.
Also, Sam Houston State is serving up a new athletic facility. We take you to the recent groundbreaking event.
Live from the Dan Rather Communications Building on the campus of Sam Houston State University, this is Channel 7 News.
Another new law is affecting Sam Houston State University, specifically the theater department. SB 12 is one of the many recent Texas laws established this year, and the purpose of the bill is to ban individuals under 18 years old from being admitted to sexually oriented performances. However, many are concerned with the law being an unconstitutional attack on the First Amendment right to expression.
What does this mean for Sam Houston State? Certain plays and performances have begun placing disclaimers on flyers, stating no one under the age of 18 will be admitted into the show. As of September, the bill was deemed unconstitutional by U.S. District Judge David Hittner, arguing the law takes away certain expressive rights.
An old university tradition has been revived. Sam Houston State University was gifted an official president's home.
Bearkat Student Media's Jessica Maldonado toured the home and has more.
I'm currently outside of SHSU's very own White House. This is the first time since 1913 that the university has had an official president's home. An anonymous donor gifted the house to the university. The home boasts more than 5,000 square feet and was built in 2003. Dr. Elisa White is the first SHSU president to live in an official president's home since President Lohman in 1913.
It's a privilege to live in a president's home because it's a home that really does belong to the state, belongs to the university, and so we're curators, really.
President White moved into the home in June, along with her husband and their dog Yahtzee. Her favorite spot is the pool. The home features modern and Asian decor. Some pieces are of the university art collection, and some are of her own.
So we bought the furniture. My mom and I were together in Asia traveling around. Some of the pieces I bought myself, and some were my mom's. And when my mom passed away a few years ago, my dad gave it to me.
The home is just a few blocks from campus on Robinson Way and can hold up to 50 people in the living room alone. Dr. White plans to continue to host events in the home and is excited for the next event to come. In Huntsville, Jessica Maldonado, Bearkat Student Media.
An event for the Sam Houston State University tennis team has groundbreaking opportunities.
Bearkat Student Media's Keziah Frederick tells us about a new facility the team should love.
As part of Sam Houston State University's 10-year master plan centered on the creation of state-of-the-art facilities, the university recently broke ground on a new tennis complex. Key representatives from the city of Huntsville, SHSU President Dr. Elisa White, and SHSU tennis players and coaches attended this special ceremony. Chuck and Wanda Beckner also made a special appearance. The new complex will bear their name.
Yes, about 6 years ago I met with Chuck Beckner. We had lunch. Was getting to know him, and toward the end of the lunch he asked me if what my program's greatest needs were. I didn't hold back, let him know that we were in dire need of a new facility, and he stepped forward in a very generous way for us.
The groundbreaking gave attendees a first look at renderings for the upcoming facility, which will be located at 515 Bowers Boulevard, just across from the Don Sanders baseball field. Once open, the Beckner tennis courts will offer a lot of opportunities for the varsity tennis team to further develop as they continue their journey through Conference USA.
I think new courts are always like a fresh start, or also like a new motivation for all the players. So I think it will be like an improvement, or like a very good thing for us as a team, and we can also, like, we know that we deserve to be here because of the new courts, and like that people support us and what we're doing.
The team will have their own space to practice, while the McAdams tennis courts will be more accessible for public use, club sports, and use by the university faculty and staff.
Like a big problem for us was that also other students could just randomly go to the courts and play pickleballs, or they played with their dogs or played soccer and everything on the courts. So now with the new facility, it's like only for us. so we can like practice and don't be disturbed by others.
University leaders say they have not set an exact date when the complex will open. However, exciting times are ahead for the Bearkat tennis program as Sam Houston State University takes a significant step towards creating a world-class tennis facility and opening up more doors for athletes and future athletes. From the Beckner Tennis Center, Keziah Frederick, Bearkat Student Media.
Last week, the Huntsville community celebrated the opening of Huntsville ISD Stadium.
With an opening ceremony Monday and the homecoming game Friday, they had lots to cheer about.
Bearkat Student Media's Nicholas Pola has more.
A game with the biggest of lights deserves the biggest of stages. And last Friday, Huntsville got the moment it's been waiting over 50 years for. Friday Night Lights finally returned to a Huntsville ISD campus.
Well, this is something that this community has deserved for a very long time. You know, they've been at Bauer Stadium for 37 years, give or take a couple, like Dr. Shepard said earlier tonight. But, it's just something that this community has deserved for a very long time.
An opening ceremony started the festivities on Monday night. Representatives from the HISD Board of Trustees, Huntsville City Council, KSAM, the Huntsville Item, the Walker County Press, and many more attended the celebration.
Well, I think it gives you a home. It gives you an identity. It gives you a place to go, even if you're not a football fan. Sometimes, band parents or cheerleader parents or whoever, now we have our own place and they have their own home just like we do. So it's a community thing.
Now fans turn their attention to Friday, where the Hornets take on Earl Rudder on the gridiron.
Lorenzo motioning closer as Taylor has the snap, looking to the end zone. He's got Trayshawn Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Huntsville Hornets, 6-0, and Trayshawn Brown, the young sophomore running back, will have for the rest of his life that he scored the first touchdown at Huntsville ISD Stadium.
Huntsville got the win 17-3, but the community got a win bigger than any game could give them. From Huntsville ISD Stadium on the campus of Huntsville High School, Nicholas Pola, Bearkat Student Media.
Coming up, smiles were bright this last weekend at the Fair on the Square.
See how an award-winning author brings the Tooth Fairy to life, hoping to motivate children to take care of their pearly whites.
This could be any town in Texas. Friendly folk. Everyone knows everyone, including our doctor, when we have one. Out here, it's an hour drive just for a checkup. They say we're facing a shortage of doctors, and that's one thing our state can't afford. We're so deeply bound to our rural roots, it's hard to comprehend. That's why Sam Houston State University created its College of Osteopathic Medicine, to meet the healthcare needs of our rural communities and all who call Texas home. Better healthcare in our small towns is better for everyone. A new generation of physicians for Texans from a medical school that understands our Texas roots. Sam Houston State University, a great name in medicine.
You're watching Bearkat Student Media News, a production of the Mass Communications Department at Sam Houston State University, only right here on Channel 7.
The networking department at SHSU is making waves in Walker County with a donation aimed at replacing outdated network switches.
For more on this, we go to Bearkat Student Media reporter Hunter King with the story.
As the season of giving approaches, a new initiative has started right here at Sam Houston State University. The university's networking department extended a helping hand to Walker County.
In a move towards bolstering local infrastructure,
this is a basic data closet that we have. These are our network switches.
The networking department at Sam Houston State University has donated 32 network switches to Walker County.
They were running some seriously outdated network switches and IT components on their network, which allows for a lot of vulnerabilities.
The partnership was solidified by Garrett Jeter's relationship with the newly elected county judge, Colt Christian.
We see each other every week. We were real good friends before he was a county judge. We've gone on several hunting trips together, so I've known him for a very long time. That kind of open dialogue, that open communication really really helped us to kind of come up with a plan how we were going to do that.
These switches come as a welcome upgrade, replacing outdated equipment identified in a recent assessment. And beyond the donation, the networking department says they'll assist with replacing and installing the new switches.
I think it's really great. In the past, we haven't been able to do that. The willingness to reach out to the community, that's kind of a big factor that plays into a lot of this.
I'm told that the valuation of those switches that were donated to Walker County is worth around $288,000. The school officials also say that the donation will in no way impact the service for students and staff here at Sam Houston State University. Reporting from the campus, Hunter King, Bearkat Student Media News.
Fair on the Square is an opportunity for vendors to make their way to Huntsville to sell their products.
This year, award-winning author and writer of the series, The Tooth Collector Fairies, Denise Ditto, was featured.
Bearkat Student Media Corinna Renteria caught up with Ditto and has more.
Booth number 55 was located on 12th Street besides the Walker County Courthouse. That's where Denise Ditto could be found on Saturday at Fair on the Square in Huntsville. Ditto had her booth set up with her books and merchandise. The booth was easy to spot amongst many because of the vibrancy her books and merchandise offered. Ditto is an author of children's books. She has a series of 3 books, and they're about tooth collecting fairies. The books are written for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd. They're meant to encourage children to keep their teeth clean and help out the dentistry community.
These books have won international awards. The first 2 won the Chanticleer Grand Prize in the Little Peach Division, and book 3 won the first place award in the Chanticleer Book Award Contest. And they also, all 3 won 5-star reviews with readers' favorite. And then book 1 won Purple Dragonfly Award. It got 2nd place, and book 2 and book 3 won honorable mentions.
From these books, not only have lessons been learned, but a musical has been adapted as well. The hardback copies cost $18 and the paperback $13. The fairy doors are made from wood that Ditto cuts into 20 by 12 squares that she sands, paints, and decorates herself. They were featured at her booth, and the prices ranged from $20 to $30. The stuffed pillows and animals are one of a kind with a pouch to keep teeth safe and were priced at $20. Her merchandise can also be found on her website, which is toothcollectorsfairies.com. Ditto has been featured in an article written by People.com, and she has won several different awards. Ditto plans on returning next year for the 50th annual Fair on the Square and hopes for another good outcome. In Huntsville, Corinna Renteria, Bearkat Student Media.
And still ahead, break a bigger sweat in a bigger location.
See how locals are working on their fitness at a new and improved location here in Huntsville.
And we should see mostly sunny days throughout the end of the week. I'm forecaster Melody Moreno, and we'll have your full weather picture after the break.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Good afternoon, Huntsville and Sam Houston State University students. I'm Melody Moreno with your local forecast. It's currently 72 degrees in Huntsville with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. The humidity is at 72%, winds at 9 miles an hour with the feels-like temperature at 72. Around the region, Centerville is at 76 degrees. College Station comes in at 77. Groveton is now at 73 degrees. Livingston also checks in at 73. Conroe 72, and finally Hardin checks in a little cooler at 69. Statewide, El Paso seeing a temperature of 90 degrees with cloudy skies, and Lubbock 88, while Dallas checks in at 80 degrees. San Antonio is a mild 82 degrees and rainy, and in Brownsville it's a average 79 and also some rain. Around the region, it's 70 degrees in New York, 65 in Chicago, a much warmer 86 down in Miami. Denver is nice 78 degrees. Lastly, in LA, it's 77 degrees. For tomorrow, we'll wake up to a temperature of 61 degrees in Huntsville. Sunrise will be at 7:25 a.m. with mostly clear skies. Winds from the east-southeast at 4 miles an hour. Humidity will be 93%. The 5-day forecast for Huntsville: tomorrow the high is 85 with a low of 67. Friday has a high of 90 with a low of 60. Saturday a high of 76. Sunday 73 and sunny. And Monday has a high of 71 with a low of 48 and a small percent chance of rain. That's it from the Bearkat Student Media Weather Center. I'm Melody Moreno. Have a great rest of your week.
The Interfraternal Council, more commonly known as the IFC, recently accepted a new chapter to their assembly. The council acts as a government to a group of fraternity chapters on campus, and they recently voted to add Beta Upsilon Chi, known as Bucks, to their ranks. Jonah Harrison of Bucks is currently the active vice president on the IFC.
Of maybe joining IFC and what that would look like. We knew it was going to help us just in terms of getting our name out there, of letting people understand who we are, that we weren't a ministry, we weren't a church, that we're a fraternity.
Bucks joining the IFC has allowed them to take part in such things as formal rush and intramural sports, although they still plan to spread the gospel while doing it. Harrison says he hopes the move to the IFC will better align them with their fraternal counterpart.
It was a good news, bad news kind of week for SHSU sports teams. I'm Bearkat Student Media sportscaster Shaylin Goodwin, and I'll have all your action on the field and on the pitch coming up after the break.
As a boy, Lorenzo Baez's playground was the streets. When his grandfather suffered a heart attack, one nurse's act of kindness changed his life. Today, he is the first in his family to graduate college, and he's not done yet. He's on his way to becoming a doctor. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Lorenzo defy the odds. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education. Hey Bearcats, take your membership on the go by downloading the Sam Houston State University Alumni Cat app today. Not a member yet? Join the Sam Houston Alumni Association or renew in seconds to enjoy exclusive national benefits on dining, entertainment, and much more. Now that you're in, take some time to explore your exclusive member benefits. Read the latest edition of Heritage Magazine or find an alumni event near you. Click on our travel tile to sign up and explore the globe with our traveling Bearcats, or stay connected to alumni in your area as you take your membership everywhere. Come hang out with the Alumni Association as we tailgate some of the biggest games of the year by showing your alumni member card that is now in the palm of your hand. Download the SHSU Alumni Cat app today in the iTunes or Google Play Store, or visit shsu.edu/cat app. Eat 'em up, cats!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shaylin Goodwin with your Bearkat Student Media Sports. Once again, the Bearcats fought hard but fell short on the football field as they continued to search for their first win of the season. They traveled to Virginia for their first road game in the new conference, but they couldn't find a way to beat the undefeated Liberty squad. Down by 11 going into halftime, the Bearcats never gave up as the defense held Liberty scoreless in the second half and gave the offense a chance to come back. Keegan Shoemaker showed great effort as he led a drive that started on his 1-yard line. He also threw 2 touchdowns and showed his mobility by running for 52 yards on 7 carries. Wide receiver Noah Smith also played a great game, 13 catches for 97 yards. The Bearcats will be back on the road this week to face New Mexico State. Sam Houston found a way to knock off Middle Tennessee State on the road in a Conference USA women's soccer matchup. Soleil Young came up clutch and pulled off an amazing game winner and led the team to a 2-game winning streak. They are now 5-2 overall in the season. Once the second half started, the Bearcats could not be stopped. They came out with one thing on their mind: to dominate and win the match. Landry Townsend gave them their first lead after scoring off a penalty. Middle Tennessee came back with a great strike to tie up the game, but the Bearcats would not let this win sneak away as they eventually scored again to pull out the road victory. They get a much-needed break and will host Western Kentucky October 15th. A lot of excitement on the field and on the court in the coming weeks. I'm Shaylin Goodwin, and that's a wrap on sports.
Thanks, Shaylin. Let's hope the Cats football team has some better luck next week. A local gym in Huntsville has gone through some training of its own. Formerly on 12th Street in downtown Huntsville, Life Advocate Fitness has moved to a new building on 14th Street. This has brought the brothers and personal trainers, Mustafa and Jules William, ample leverage to lift their business higher.
Well, at the old location, we were outgrowing it very quickly. So going from 1,100 square feet to about 5,000 square feet offered us a lot of opportunities to have more equipment, more people, and even a kitchen, and that's cool.
For some people, they may not know what to do in the gym yet, and they may want to be introduced to actually lifting weights. And me and Mustafa like to provide an interactive experience where we can personal train you and help you feel comfortable in the gym, feel confident in yourself, and also get strong.
The gym also has a posing room and a cardio room, so there's no shortage of options for your workout needs.
That'll do it for us this week at Bearkat Student Media News. I'm Thomas Chambers.
And I'm Fatima Maldonado, and we'll see you here next week.